Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff, aka GCurse, here with a rare dual DSP reacts. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. If you believe in God, I don't, but I like saying the phrase, though. Our boy Phil, holy shit. He's losing his mind, ladies and gentlemen. He is losing his mind. He is losing his mind. It's actually quite sad to see such a lol cow just go this route. But then again, like how a star goes supernova, it's ultimately fate that a lol cow must also go out in a blaze of glory. But first, I just want to say thank you to everybody who has been watching my videos. I just want to say thank you. We are slowly continuing that upward climb to the lucky number 3,000 when this channel can become eligible for monetization. It is thanks to the awesome people like you who keeps this going. I'm almost to 3,000. I just want to say thank you very much. I didn't think I'd actually ever really hit that point because up until a few months ago, I wasn't really hammering on my YouTube like this, you know. Anyway, our boy Phil, like I said, the boy is I want to say he's challenged, but I don't even think that's the right term. I'm not sure how we can really classify Phil Burnell. But anyway, so like I said, we have a rare dual DSP reacts. The first react, it's actually going to be something pretty quickly. It's not even a video. It's not even a video. It's me giving my thoughts to this. The king of hateful slurs. DSP rages about not being able to use hateful slurs. Wow. This is from our boy Duty Streams. Basically, what it is our boy Phil. I don't really want to air this video because according to Duty Streams, it sounds like his video may have been demonetized for certain slurs. So I'm going to try to keep it at a minimum as possible since I'm going to be doing 2 react videos here. But anyway, our boy Phil, he feels it is his right. It is his right to use a certain hateful slur, ladies and gentlemen. But then again, when he proudly acted like a Nazi, is anybody really that surprised? Is anybody really that surprised that Phil prefers to use slurs that demonizes people of reduced intellectual capacity, basically? Is anybody really that shocked about it, ladies and gentlemen? I'm not. I've been following this fucktard for over 16 years. I know what this guy's like. But anyway, so I want to kind of just talk about it here. Let's put this back up for the time being. Basically, what he's trying to do is he is trying to hide the fact that this is it's a hateful slur. It is a hateful slur. Basically he tries to hide by whoa, it's not hateful, it's not offensive, it's not derogatory. You see, there's actually another there's another term for it. Or another definition, that's what it is. And that's what we're actually going to talk about right now. So let's do this. Wait, hold on, not that. There we go. Damn, I look nicer when I'm shrunk down like this. I don't look as fat as I normally do. Anyway, so basically, here is the word that Phil just loves to throw out recently. I don't have to say, it's right here. You can see what it says. Now, this is where he likes to try and hide, like the little dirty pig roach that he is. He likes to hide behind the fact that this word has multiple definitions. And well, if you're not using it for a certain definition. You can use it for something else, and that's what he's doing. He's doing it like that. So he's actually a hateful piece of shit. Actually, he is, but he tries to hide it. This is the definition he likes to try to use: delay or hold back in terms of progress, development, or accomplishment. And then the example is, crap. Fuck, what happened? Wait, what the hell? Why did it do that? Hold on. Go back to that. Close that. Thank you. Close. Thank you. And then the example is, our progress was, this. I'm not going to say it because I'm too close to getting monetized right now. And YouTube already fucking hates my guts. By unforeseen difficulties. That's what Phil constantly says. Oh no, I'm not using it I'm not directing it to anybody. I'm not directing to anybody. I'm simply using it as this. Keep in mind that he will also use this word in combination with mouth drooler, stunted individual. Oh God, I know he loves mouth drooler, stunted individual. I can't recall if there was a third one. I can't recall what it is, but he uses it all in relation to this word. He uses it all in relation to this word. So when he is using this word, and the fact that he uses it in conjunction with stunted individual, mouth drooler, mouth breather, that's another one. Mouth breather, mouth drooler. He's actually using it for this down here. And when used, he likes to use it as he's trying to claim he's using it as a verb, but in reality, he's using the noun version, which is seen as offensive and derogatory. A person who has an intellectual disability, stunted individual, mouth breather, mouth drooler. Does that sound kind of familiar, ladies and gentlemen? Often used as a general term of abuse. It really kind of sounds like when he's using in conjunction with stunted individual, mouth breather, mouth drooler, and any other thing that he's likes using. It really seems like he is using the noun version of this word, which is a slur. Phil Burnell wants to, it's not a slur, it's not a slur. I'm from the old school. No, Phil, you're never from the old school. You're from the school of bitches. But anyway, he is trying so hard to say, I'm not using that slur. That we call each other that in kindergarten or whatever the fuck it was that he said. No, Phil, you're just a piece of shit. And if Phil actually did not feel that he was using it as a noun, which is seen as a slur because it targets individual groups of people, would he have been constantly catching himself recently? How many times have you seen him go on a rant where he is about to let that word slip, but he catches himself? He catches himself. And then he'll continue talking about something else. If he thought he was actually in the right, do you think he would have caught himself right there and stopped what he was saying? No, he would have kept on going like he has been. No, he knows. This piece of shit little fucktard knows what he is doing is wrong. But the fact is he surrounds himself with a bunch of glorified yes men. And if you watch the video today, they were literally telling, it's okay, Phil, it's okay, Phil. You weren't doing anything bad. Those are LARPers and those are trolls. Those are LARPers and those are trolls. They are the ones that are keeping this fucking train wreck happening. But like I said, going back to what I originally said, if he actually believed in the crap that he said, do you think he would have censored himself when he would go on these rants? When he would start to say that word, then all of a sudden pull himself back from the brink? No, he would not have pulled himself back because if he actually believed in it. But the fact that he believed it, that he censored himself, he knows what he's saying is the noun, or God damn it, it is the noun, which is seen as offensive, and it is derogatory. Me, on the other hand, I prefer to use a word that is not this word. I like to use the word fucktard. Fucktard, noun, vulgar, slang, a contemptible or stupid person. I.e., Phil is a fucktard every time he goes on stream. But yeah, that's basically what I wanted to kind of just really talk about regarding this. This was just the first react of this two react video. Yeah, I don't know what else I can really say. Phil, stop lying. You're a racist. You're most likely oh God, I don't even know what the word is you can really use when it comes to demonizing intellectually challenged people. But whatever it is, you're it, Phil. Stop lying to yourself. Stop lying. Nobody's believing this shit. Nobody is believing this shit. Okay, so that was the first react, even though it's like a full react. That's me giving my thoughts. But anyway, this was the first react of this video. Okay, so we are now on to the second item of today that I am doing a react to. And this deals with the FGC from our boy Duty Streams. DSP calls the entire FGC lying artards. Massive cope over his pathetic life. And I'll be honest, I don't know where the hell Duty Streams is finding this image here, but I'm gonna have fucking nightmares for it. Thanks a lot, Duty Streams. I'm gonna have nightmares. I'm gonna have nightmares, and I'm pushing your channel, dude. You're gonna have me. You're giving me nightmares. You're good. I'm gonna have to see this fucking thing when I go to sleep. I'm gonna see it in his dead eyes. The darkest eyes. The devil's eyes. I'm going to see them looking at me. I'm going to see them looking at me. Okay, but yeah, so let's get to that right about now. Okay, so let's do it. 3, 2, 1.
No, I didn't know that. Falcuel says, did you see your comments about modern fighting games being figured out too fast went viral in the FGC? It has had mixed reception. No, I pay no attention whatsoever.
Oh, I call bullshit on that. There is nothing that if it has anything to do with this guy, FGC, detractors, money, if it has anything to do with Phil, you know damn well Phil is constantly looking it up. That's why he doesn't sleep that much. He gets off his streams at 9, 10 p.m. And the minute he does, he goes to YouTube to see what the detractors are saying, what the trolls are saying, what the LARPers are saying. He tries to push this narrative that he doesn't let anything get to him. It does. Everything gets to this guy. I've never seen a motherfucker like this guy with such thin skin. If he didn't let anything get to him like he claims, do you think that he'd be letting Duty Streams get to him? Hell, Phil Burnell talks about Duty more than Duty talks about Phil Burnell. It's just the sad truth. Look at this last summer. Even when Duty would take some time off, a day or two off, this guy could not keep Duty's name out of his mouth. Do not play this game like, oh, I don't know what's going on. Bullshit, you know what is going on, Phil. Stop lying. For once in your life, just say the truth. Just say the fucking truth, dude.
If it did get attention in the FGC, good, because they need to start talking about this shit. They really do, because this is why their games die so fast, and this is why there's no real hype around the FGC anymore like there used to be, because they literally give out the strategies 2 days in, and then there's nothing to discover anymore, and there's no fun period to play the game. It's just right to the grindstone, meta, 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 and that's not fun. You destroy the fun of a game when you expose its meta to get clickbait views.
I literally cannot help but sit here and listen to this and think of the Simpsons old man yelling at clouds. That's what this is. That's what this is. Phil is upset that basically nobody in the FGC takes him seriously. So whenever one of these LARPers comes in and goes, "Hey Phil, did you hear that they're listening to what you're saying?" He will fucking gobble that bait up. Not because of the fact that it really that the let's see how else the best. Basically, it's because he thinks that the FGC is actually starting to view him as some fucking form of a prophet or something. Phil is not a prophet. The guy won 4th place once. In the grand scheme of things, how much pull in the FGC does this guy actually have?
Anyway, that's funny. Falcule, if you have any evidence of that, I'd like to see it. You know, if you have some videos or things that people have been talking about, I would love to hear it.
Oh, so would I. So would I. Ooh, a big, healthy snort for everybody right there.
Or see it. Maybe I could talk about it on a future podcast this week. Maybe DM me on X or shoot me an email. I would love to see that, okay? But anyway, getting back to the subject at hand here, you know, it is what it is. It looks like if I'm going to play ranked, I now just have to put up with this nonsense, which is not going to be fun. I like Mai Shiranui, and I want to keep playing with this character and continue to improve with her.
You know, this is the one thing that kind of confuses the fuck out of me. Normally, if it's a woman and it has big breasts, he likes to shy away from it. What the fuck is it with Mai Shiranui that he wants to keep playing her? I'm a little bit confused about that. I'm a little bit confused about that.
But if every time I play ranked, my experience is 4-bar connection that degrades to 2-bar in the middle of the match, it's not going to be fun and it's not going to be pretty, and you're going to get a lot of rage and salt out of me, that's for sure. You know, I called it like it is. But I just find it hilarious that the moment that I left ranked and went back to casual, I had a full 4-bar green connection with 0 lag, and I destroyed the person that I played. So anyway, I don't know what happened with my internet last night. As you can see, it's not happening today. It doesn't. This issue with my internet kind of dropping out.
Okay, so the guy has Xfinity. That's actually the same internet provider that I have that I use to do all this stuff. Depending on his area, so up there in Renton, Xfinity has a habit, at least down where I live in Cowles County. They will do maintenance on their their infrastructure. I'm not sure what you would really call it, but it's like the infrastructure. Normally, where I live, they tend to do this maintenance between 2 and 5 a.m., which drives me up the goddamn wall because there's times I will wake up before I go to work. I wake up early. I'll be like, okay, let's see what is on. What's online. What's on YouTube I can watch. I'll go to turn on my Roku, and I got no internet. And come to find out, it's because Xfinity is doing maintenance on the infrastructure. If Phil's having legitimate issues, it could have been that they were just doing maintenance at the time, and maybe up where he lives, for some godforsaken reason, they may do maintenance, but around 7 to 10 p.m. I'm not sure. I'm not Xfinity, but I'm willing to bet that it's either maintenance or Kat is possibly like downloading or uploading her own videos, or downloading like game content or whatever, and it's kind of diverting and splitting the bandwidth. That's the only thing I can think of. Is it could be one of those two things. It's Xfinity doing work on their infrastructure, or Cat is probably doing something that's network extensive that's diverting a lot of the signal.
Doesn't seem to be happening with day streams. It's happened a couple times recently on night streams. And I'm wondering if this is just a thing going on with Comcast internet in my area at night for some bizarre reason. I don't know. We'll see again. Tonight I want to play Call of Duty. We'll see if it happens with that. I'm going to be playing more Street Fighter this week. We'll see if it happens with that. Like, it's very confusing. I want to do ranked play with I would like to get to master ranking, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it if the connections are bad constantly and if I keep having the internet have these fluctuations. So I guess we'll have to see what happens. Okay. All right. Well, that is my Street Fighter 6 segment. So by the way, now I'm in 4-star diamond because after I did my ranked placements, I couldn't even play a full set without insane lag and losing entire matches to the lag. It was completely stupid bullshit. I couldn't even do, people were jumping and I couldn't even do the flame flip, which I call it the dragon punch. That's all it is. It's a dragon punch. It's like a Shoryuken for that Mai has. I couldn't even get it to come out. She would do standing kick instead. Like, dude, I fucking did the input. It's the easiest input. You're out of your mind. I've only been playing fighting games since the inception of Street Fighter 2 in arcades. I don't know why you think I can't do a fucking dragon punch, but the game sucks online. So what can I do if the
I don't think that it's the game. Do I admit? Do I acknowledge that that games do have lag? Yeah, I do admit that games do have lag, but I do not believe it's at the point or at the level of what Phil is dealing with. What I think Phil is dealing with, I think it's on his end. I think it has something to do with his connections.
connection keeps fluctuating, I can't play it, right? Okay. So let's see what happens moving forward, okay? No, I don't fundamentally misunderstand rollback netcode. It's that the FGC fundamentally won't accept the reality of rollback netcode and keeps kissing each other's ass and stroking each other's balls, saying that it's great when it's not. You
And
can
here we
believe
go.
whatever you want because everyone is stupid and ignorant, or you can fess up to reality that it's not the perfect netcode and it has tons of issues, which you can see if you just watch things matter-of-factly instead of living in a bubble of hype and bullshit, which is what the FGC does. Okay.
Okay, so basically that's what this basically boils down to, ladies and gentlemen. Bill Burnell, when he goes on a rant, he will try to, let's see here, how can I say it? He will try to give the narrative of a rant as trying to be something like that is important, like he would rant about how he helped get the word out about those stupid internet bills a while ago. How he championed getting the people alerted about it. That he will do that. But if you listen a little bit deeper, then you can actually hear what the rant is actually about. He doesn't give a flying fuck about making people aware of those bills that he talked about. No, he was basically afraid that it was going to affect his money. That's basically what it was. There. If you watch his rants and you go a little bit, you dig a little bit. You don't even have to dig that deep. Maybe a couple of inches at the most. You just scrape off the dirt a little bit. You get the legitimate reasons why he's upset. Right now, he is going to be ranting about rollback netcode, and he's going to be shitting on the FGC. It isn't about the rollback netcode that he's upset about. He's upset because the FGC passed him by. He's upset. Excuse me. He's upset that the FGC passed him by.
Yes, it's very tough to be the smartest man in the room. It really is. It really is. It's tough to be the.
Oh, by the way, the person who is talking to Phil right now. Wait, this is my mic. Anyway, the person who is talking to Phil, that is what we call a LARPer.
Person who literally doesn't fall for hype. Like, seriously, it's tough to be the person who talks the truth, but everyone else is, but I don't get it because everyone else disagrees with you. No, they don't disagree with me. They all just believe the people who say the bullshit because they're gullible.
I don't like the way Phil treats his viewers. Oh, don't believe the detractors who have been pointing out the fact that Phil is over $100,000 deep into a fucking gotcha game. Don't believe those people. Don't listen to those people. Listen to Phil Burnell, the guy who would never lie to you, right?
They don't know any better because all they've ever experienced was rollback netcode, and they've been told constantly that's the best. Since, they're told by the top people in the FGC and the Canon guy who designed it and the people who run Evo and these person and that person. So they all just, oh, okay, instead of actually looking with their own fucking eyes to see how bad it is. Why would you be teleporting in a fighting game? Why would you do an input and the game takes your input back and says, no, you didn't do that? That's crap. Why would you want to play a fighting game where someone who mashes jab like a retard...
Oh, by the way, to those who are wondering, that Nazi hat is going to remain in the background until Phil realizes that he's a dreadful piece of shit.
Is favored over someone who did something timed perfectly to counter it. That's bad. There's no way you can dispute this. If you have a logical brain, there is no argument that you can use to counter what I'm saying. But if you're a hype monster idiot and you believe people who don't have your best interests in mind...
I don't know about you. It sounds like he's talking about himself right now. It sounds like he sounds like he's talking about the relationship he has with his community. That's what it sounds like he's talking about right now.
Because all they care about is getting hype on the FGC so we can boost those stream numbers and we can get those sponsorship payouts.
Here it is. Here it is. This right here. This is the entire reason for this rant. It goes back to what I just said. It isn't goddamn the rollback netcode. He is, at his core, he is fucking jealous. He is jealous that the FGC, they don't even acknowledge him anymore. He got 4th place in what? 2006, 2007? It's been over 14 years, motherfucker. Move on. It's been over 14. Let's see here. I don't even know where to look at. See here. Hold on. Let's do some research. Oh, hold on. There we go. DSP Gaming 4th place tournament. I'm really curious. When did he get that fucking 4th place? DSP, know your meme. Okay, maybe it could be in here. But that's basically what it is. The motherfucker cannot accept the fact. Okay. 4th place incident. Oh no, that 4th place for worst place. Oh no! Wow, I didn't even realize that. Hey, congratulations, Phil! You got 4th place for worst YouTube video game personality in 2012. I'm not even sure if that's legitimate, but still, it's kind of fucking funny if it is. Okay, so there's nothing there. Timeline of events. Okay, Kiwi Farms. Oh, solving crypto. Okay, I'm not even gonna try that. That doesn't look good. All videos. Wish I actually would say like when he got his 4th place at, what was it, like Evo? Well, anyway, he got 4th place at Evo. Let's just be real generous and say that he got it like, say, 2010, because I don't know when he actually got it. Motherfucker, it's been 15 years. Stop living on faded glory. Stop it. Stop it. but that's basically what it is. He is upset that nobody talks to him. Nobody picks his ear. Here, you know what this reminds me of? Here, hold on, let me see here. I'm not sure. I haven't had a chance to play. I haven't had a chance to play. Didn't speak in a glorious fashion. Anyway, I haven't had a chance to play God of War Ragnarok, but I thought I heard when I was looking up God of War Ragnarok videos. Let's see, who prayed? No, it wasn't who worshipped you. Kratos. Let's see here. God worship. Kratos once Odin Greece. Oh, here you go. Ah, fuck, hold on. Let me turn on game audio. Or computer audio. Yep.
I know you're not. No.
Wait, sorry.
It's your chance.
Hold on. Hold on, let's.
I know you're not the god you once were. And now is your chance to prove it.
Return my son, or you may meet the god I once was.
And what kind of god is that, Kratos? What do you even know of godhood? In your lifetimes, has anyone ever worshipped you? Ever prayed to you? Can you even imagine that kind of love? No.
Okay, so this is what I'm kind of talking about when it comes to Phil Burnell and FGC. Phil Burnell thinks that because he got 4th place playing some shitty port of Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Hyper, whatever the fuck it was, he thinks that he's like in the upper echelon. He thinks that he's top tier because he got 4th place. Phil's upset because nobody that is in the FGC or anybody who is trying to get into the FGC has ever gone to Phil and goes, hey Phil, can you give me some nuggets of wisdom? Phil Burnell, has anyone in the FGC ever talked to you and tried to pick your mind about how they can get better at Street Fighter? Has anybody ever paid respect to you in the FGC? No one has. No one has. I want to watch this again. Hold on. Because this, I hate to say it. Phil is Kratos, and the FGC is Odin. Let's go back to this.
Godhood. What do you even know of godhood? In your lifetimes, has anyone ever worshipped you? Ever prayed to you? Can you even imagine that kind of love? No! You don't care about mortals. You don't care about anything beyond yourself, beyond the monster who kills without cause. You fear what you can never even hope to understand. Is it any wonder that your boy is in no rush to come back to you?
Don't listen to him, brother. He's just trying to get in your head.
Okay, then let's do this. But that's basically what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, hold on, let me turn it back up. That's basically what it is. Phil is upset that he has been passed by. In 15 plus years, Phil is upset that he's been passed by, and nobody will even talk to him from the FGC. Nobody will go up to Phil and go, "Hey Phil, I'm just starting out playing Street Fighter. I want to get into the FGC. What baubles of information can you give me?" Has anybody ever paid respect to Phil? Has anybody in the FGC gone to Phil and go, "Hey Phil, we would like to have you come here and come as like a special guest at this upcoming FGC tournament. Has anybody ever reached out to Phil? Has anybody ever paid homage to Phil? And the answer is no. And that is why Phil is pissed off at the FGC. Not because of rollback netcode and if they believe about netcode or not. No, Phil is upset because ultimately at the end of the day, Phil Burnell is the perennial Al Bundy. The only difference between Phil Burnell and Al Bundy is Al Bundy is a lovable character. Phil's just hated. And he even goes on to say, I'm the king of hate. Everybody hates me. When you actively claim that you're the king of hate, you should not be that shocked when people fucking hate you.
Then I can't fucking help you. You're dumb. So if you want to go through life being dumb, go ahead. I can't stop you. Or you can try using some of the few brain cells you still have in that fucking head and look at the gameplay and look at the results and say, oh, yeah, that shouldn't happen. That netcode sucks.
If Phil was the beneficiary of this netcode issue, do you think he'd be throwing a fit? No, what I think it is that he's just getting older and his reflexes are getting shittier. Well, Jeff, you were just talking about him being jealous of the FGC. Yeah, he is. But I'm also talking about if he was legitimately having all these issues, which I don't think he is. I think ultimately what we have here is a 42-year-old who cannot keep up with the young studs. The young bucks, young studs, or whatever you want to call them. He cannot hang. And that's okay. Not everybody is meant to last forever. But Phil, in his mind, he got 4th place. Therefore, he's top echelon. Wrong, motherfucker. You are not.
Sorry if you're just dumb.
This is actually kind of grand coming from Mr. I had to declare bankruptcy. How many of those top tier FGC people have had to declare bankruptcy on not 1, not 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 fucking credit cards? How many of those people had to declare bankruptcy? And he's calling them stupid? Really? But if you listen to Phil, declaring bankruptcy is something that makes you smarter, apparently.
Okay.
Oh my god, he's drinking gin.
Okay, well, moving on, we have some shout-outs to do. And then we'll probably talk a little about the schedule, and then we have 2 taste tests to do today on the show before we get to Dark Souls conclusion, because we're going to finish Dark Souls today. Mayor Charlie just did a super chat, $5, says, love it when you're brutally honest. It's refreshing, because so many people sugarcoat things.
That's a LARPer. Do you need me to point out that was a LARPer? That's because that was a fucking LARPer.
It's not even that so many people sugarcoat things. People just lie. People just lie to get ahead, and it's sad.
Oh, he can't really be talking about people lying. He can't be talking about people lying.
How many, when that whole word, oh, well, at least you made the bag. It's like, wait, what? I can't even believe people would say that. Oh, he made the bag. That saying is offensive to me. Because for me, I've never once in my life made the bag by pulling the wool over someone else's eyes or being selective with what I told someone or
do I even need to really talk about how he's just flat out lying right now?
You know, I've always tried to be the truthful person, especially back in the day when I was in the FGC.
I'm honestly amazed at the fact that he's actually having the audacity to say that he's always told the truth and he's not bursting into flames right now. I'm actually amazed that he's not doing that.
When I had many opportunities to kiss butt and get favoritism because of it, and I never played the game and I never kissed butt, and I also never received favoritistic treatment because of that. When there was an elite group that always did, the people who were always at the top of the FGC were the ultimate butt kissers. They, stroking the cock, licking the balls of the people in charge.
Oh, I'm sorry. How does Vince McMahon's balls taste, bitch?
And they always got rewarded for it. While I was not, I was the complete polar opposite. And that's one of the major reasons why so many people didn't like me, because I was the outspoken, brazen asshole who would always tell the truth. But man, the truth doesn't pay. You're right. It doesn't. Why do you think here I am, 16 years into an online creation career?
16 years, and what does Phil have to show for it? Failed Twitch, failed Blip TV, failed partnerships with Machinima and all the other ones that came after Machinima, begging people, intellectually challenged people for money. Oh yeah, 16. You're doing really great for 16 years, Phil.
And I'm a small time dude.
He's not small time. He's not small time. When the guy's earning over 6 figures, he is not small time, ladies and gentlemen.
There's a reason for it. I didn't play the game. I didn't take the sponsorship. I didn't kiss the ass. I didn't stroke the cock. I didn't do all these things that everyone else has done. Become paid shill loser bitches, paid programming, advertisements. I refuse to do it. When I see something that I feel is not good, I speak out about it. And that will probably always be my shortcoming and my downfall, because I can't keep my mouth shut about something when I see it, But at the same time, I'm still here after 16 years, and there's probably a good reason for that, So there you have it. While so many other people faded into obscurity, got canceled, or let's be honest, just became irrelevant.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mr. 16 years is still small time. And yet he's successful. The hypocrisy is off the scales, ladies and gentlemen.
Because their bullshit just didn't last. So they just, flew away. Or they made their bag, proved that they didn't care about what the fuck they were doing to begin with, and they ran off with their money and were never seen again.
Sounds like Phil now. That sounds just like Phil. I remember seeing in a video recently that he did. Guys, this is a hobby, but it's also my job. But mostly it's just my job. Oh yeah, it sounds like he's only in it for the money now, doesn't it, ladies and gentlemen?
Me, I'm always going to be a part of the game because I love it. I'm here for the long haul.
No, you're not. I would make you a bet. I'd bet you that if somehow he won $2 million, the next morning that he got that $2 million, he'd say, fuck you guys, I'm out of here. I hate all your fucking guts. Fuck you all. Fuck YouTube. Fuck everybody. I made it. You didn't. Double deuces. I'm out of here. 3 months later, after he shits away all that money on WWE champions, he would come right on back. He'd come right back. Okay, guys. I know what you may have heard and what you may have... That was actually all detractors, dude. That was all just detractors. They used AI. It was some clandestine operation. They used AI. They managed to hack my account after I won this money. They uploaded this hateful video. They blocked my account. I was trying to get my account to tell you guys that wasn't me. That wasn't me. I won the money. I won the $2 million, but I was going to stay here. I was going to stay here for all of you guys. I loved all of you. Ooh, nice, good old throat clearing right in there for you, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. Let's go ahead and do some shout outs.
Shut up.
A troll.
Oh, really?
Look at this next one. A troll.
Basically, people who probably I always love that. People who may just say that they disagree with Phil, he labels as a troll. You can literally say, "Hey, Phil, I disagree." They can be respectful about it. "Hey, Phil, I disagree with what you said about the FGC. I'm actually in the FGC, and I'm actually not having these problems." You could be that polite with them, and you'd still get labeled as a troll. Why? Because it hurts his fragile fucking ego.
Trolls. So I could just ignore it. Alrighty then. 2 troll tips. What's going on, Game Boy? How are you today?
Okay, so that was it, ladies and gentlemen. That was it. So what did we learn? What did we learn? We learned that Phil is ultimately jealous of the FGC. It isn't, like I said, it isn't even the fucking netcode issue. No, Phil is upset that literally nobody fucking acknowledges his existence. At the most, if you were to go to the FGC some tournament and go, "Hey, did you hear about Phil?" At the least you'll get you'll get looked at weird because they don't know who the fuck Phil Burnell is. And at the worst, they'll be like, "Hey, isn't that the guy who got 4th place that ended up beating off on stream?" Phil is a nobody. Everybody at the FGC has moved on from Phil. Phil is Al Bundy. The only difference is Al Bundy is actually likable. Peace out.